Welcome to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Battiato. He finds his man. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll try the right side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The snap sets up to throw. Back open in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Snap it to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but but he will be stopped short.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Marches ahead, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on 1st down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And the Mountaineers are stopped. Getting it past the sticks.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
On the run, still looking. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
This offense has a 2nd down play. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quarterback checking the play. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wilson will throw. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown! down, App State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
That's caught. It's Price.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Line getting set on second down. Wide out in motion. Back to throw. It's Battiato. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to get to him. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You could see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wilson to pass. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Working on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
It's first down from the 11. He'll try the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, them making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback checking off. Wilson will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Across the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And the Chanticleers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Dumps it to the back. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewing. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Now he's going to break the pocket. And they get to him just before he scores. Right out of bounds at the 1.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Chanticleers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll call for the fair catch here. For a productive play on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will audible. Wilson to pass. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Going downfield for the big play. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Going up top. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Afterburner's coming. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On the run, it's Price. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And the ball is intercepted. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the running back has it. The Mountaineers get enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wilson to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Wide open downfield. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, App State 21, Coastal Carolina 10.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Gets it out of there for the 1st time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. called on just once. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish dry.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chanticleer. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Looking to pass. It's Battiato. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Coastal Carolina, 16.
Fair catch, called for and made. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field to score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
It's now 3rd down.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun. Give on the inside. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Wilson will throw. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to fire on second down. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense... him the first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Liberty went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab some serious attention. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Flames ever do that? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Battiato. He makes the connection. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Throwing right. He's got it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
He's going to run it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play.
42 Spider.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Being aware of the entire situation, maybe you just let that ball go out of bounds, but he makes the catch and he'll lose yardage.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play, instead, no gain.
They're trying to get to it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? Just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Looking for a crease, it's Roberts. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Appalachian State.
Third and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Got it, looking for the 1st down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a one-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the 3rd down, getting the 1st down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with